It's the Warden Commander. The rumors about you...
We'll all be dead when the Darkspawn come.
Look for me by the house near the gates. I promise it will be worthwhile.
Done.
People talk about me.
Ah, Warden Commander. I knew you'd come. You know an opportunity when it presents itself, no? I offer a partnership that would benefit us both. The bartender at a local inn has overstepped his bounds. He was hired to watch one of the entrances to our den, but now seeks to extort more coin. Terrible, isn't it? A person of your influence would have no trouble convincing him to open the passage. Return to me when this is done.
They used to display the heads of traitors over that gate.
Ah, can you smell that? That is the smell of freedom. It comes complete with the smell of dogs and dust, but the freedom is in there too. I escaped from the tower 7 times. After the last time, they put me in solitary confinement for a year. Eventually, I'm sure they would have branded me a Maleficar, true or not, and executed me. The problem is that mages are tolerated, barely. It's like you need permission to be alive. There's nothing a mage can do to prove himself. Everyone needs to be protected from you. The end. Says the noble born on the right side of humanity. All I want is a pretty girl, a decent meal, and the right to shoot lightning at fools. Does it also come with suspicion, condemnation, and the loss of all personal freedom? Never mind me. Now and again I recall that I'm not sitting in a cell and I have to smile, that's all.
Hey, what are you staring at? Looking to start something? Who's asking? Oh, here to investigate the chasm, are you? It's about time. I can't take all the credit for finding the rift, you know. Mika here fell in first. Well, it's quite a ways out of town. We were tracking a buck off in that direction, you see, before this darkspawn mess. We'd been on his tail for about a week at that point. I'd wager he thought it was great fun leading us on a merry chase as he did. Oh, the chasm, yes. We saw it coming over a rise. It was really something to behold. A huge cleft, as though the Maker himself had cracked the earth in two, like an egg.
I like eggs.
It looked like someone had tried to build over it, but it must have been abandoned a long time ago. No one in town knew about it. Well, of course, we had to investigate. That was when Mika fell in. A shriek like you wouldn't believe, and he was gone.
Earth crumbled, not stable.
Right, and as Mika lay there yelling about his knee or his head or what have you, the darkspawn appeared. More than a brood and less than a horde. They seemed occupied, like they had someplace really important they had to be. Didn't notice us at all, thank the Maker.
The Darkspawn was so occupied as to overlook 2 screaming injured men. Boggles the mind.
I marked the chasm on my map so we could avoid it, but sounds like you want to know where it is, so here you go. So, we getting anything for our trouble? Thanks. This'll get me good and drunk at the inn. Take my mind off the trouble out there.
I've no money, no home. I don't know how I'll survive.
The Darkspawn was supposed to go away when the Archdemon died.
I thought the blight was over. Why are the dark
My
spawns
pardon,
still
sir.
hounding us?
I was paid a whole sovereign to give this letter to you. I told him, I did. There are easier ways of getting a message to the Commander of the Grey. Some visiting knight didn't catch his face. Full helmet, you know. He said he was Sir Wolf of Rivane. Ah, the Dark Wolf's nothing but a rumour. Mind you, he was acting suspicious. No, sir. Again, my pardon.
It's the constable's orders. There's no place for you in the city.
But they don't look infected.
Those smugglers are bastards for taking advantage of
If the smugglers keep
chaos.
driving up the price of supplies.
Excuse me, but I need to search your packs for smuggled goods. But I have to. Constable's orders. We've been having trouble with smugglers and...
What are you doing, man? Are you accusing the Commander of the Grey of smuggling?
But I... You said everyone...
You are dismissed. I apologize. Smugglers and thieves have all but taken over the city. Yes, Warden Commander. The smugglers have us scrambling, to be honest. We could certainly use your help in this. Come speak to me later if you're interested. Ah, Warden Commander. I take it you've decided to help us. With trade slowed to a crawl, smugglers have moved in, selling stolen goods at exorbitant prices. If we could shut down their operation and seize their supplies, we could distribute it to the needy. There is a smuggler doing business in the market. He probably knows where the hideout is. We haven't been able to get anything from him, but maybe you can.
What? Do you want me to fetch you a glass of water?
So, you think there's an apothecary around here somewhere? Well, I don't want to bother you with this, you being my boss and all. Right. Look, for the past few days I've had this burning rash. The skin's actually got a sort of greenish look to it. I didn't touch anything. You know, I bet it's that Grey Warden stuff we had to drink. I'm special. Yeah, I'll just see if I can't find some nice minty balm somewhere in this town.
Give shelter to the weary and lift up the weak. In time, the Maker will see and smile upon your deeds.
Well, if it isn't the Warden Commander, how have you been? I suppose congratulations are in order. And you. I hear the Darkspawn are not retreating as they should. It sounds like the Wardens have their hands full. I'd offer to help, but I'm afraid my presence is required elsewhere. And by then you will no doubt have had this mess sorted out. But we shall see. The College of the Magi is convening in Cumberland, and I must attend. Hopefully, all this will blow over before it's begun. But you have enough on your mind as it is. I shan't trouble you with this further. Very well. Then perhaps you should know that something stirs within the fraternities. The Libertarians wish to pull away entirely from the Chantry. And if they get enough support...
Pull away entirely? That's madness. I hate Chantry oversight as much as the next mage, but they can't just decide to leave. This is a recipe for disaster.
The mages will never be free. The Chantry would never allow it. Our only hope for survival is to show them we can be trusted. Don't you remember what happened to the Circle in Ferelden? Do you want to give the Templars another excuse to call for the culling of all mages? This change cannot be forced. Because the only other option results in genocide. Now, I have a great many preparations to make before I leave for Navarra. But perhaps there is something you can do for me. One of my colleagues, Ines, has spent the last few months in the Wending Wood. The Circle has been unable to reach her, given the trouble in the area. If you happen to find yourself in the wood on your travels, perhaps you could tell her about the meeting of the college. Oh, who knows, rooting around in the dirt for some obscure plant or other, most likely. She has a keen interest in gardening. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant botany. Hobbies and eccentricities aside, Ines is a well-respected mage and a voice of reason, something we could use on our side. But I can't waste any more time. Good luck to you, Warden Commander.
May I help you? I am fortunate indeed that the Commander of the Grey has taken a personal interest in this matter. I'm sorry our note was vague, but Amaranthine is a hotbed of Maleficar activity. Details of who and what they were about would undoubtedly get back to them. Apostates and Maleficarum are all too common across the nation, alas. I have worked with an artist to create these sketches of the three suspects. If you could confront them and question them, you would be doing the Maker's work. The Darkspawn was supposed to go away when the Archdemon died. In Amaranthine, it's worse than before.
It is done.
It's not like Karam to be gone this long. I was sure I would find him at the inn. Oh, where has my Karam gone? Reflect upon the chant of light. Your friends and neighbors would do well to keep it.
Thanks. Thanks.
You shouldn't have. You shouldn't have.
figures, actually. There used to be another statue here. It was a Byron Howe, my great-uncle. He died in the rebellion, helping King Merrick reclaim his throne. Yet his statue is gone. All because of what my father did. Don't bother. Nobody here will want to see it. There's a long line of heroes in my family. The Howes have been around since Callan had. Now it's all gone. And for what? For being on the wrong side of the war? For choosing poorly? Not too much pressure, right? I wonder what happened to the old statue. Likely propping up the side of a chantry or something. Poor Al Byron. Yeah, statues of her pigeons. I don't want to look at it.
You're going beyond the call of duty, Warden Commander. We're grateful.
I hear Hubert's gang got their hands on
Leave
some
me
moonshine.
alone. I got a sore on my foot from working the fields. Want to see? It's bleeding in there.
We should rise up.
Something I can do for you, friend? And who are you supposed to be that's asking? Oh, welcome, my lord. Haven't seen that fellow Christoph for almost a week now. Not sure where he went. His room's paid up to the end of the month. I guess he expected he'd be here a while. Not much. He chatted up Sorsha a bit when she brought him his dinner. Maybe talked to her. Just darkspawn raids outside the city. Everyone's keeping close to Amaranthine. Of course, here you go. It's the last room at the end of the hall. If he comes back and gets upset, however, it's on your head.
Huh? Rise up.
What can I get for you, friend?
Back from all those nosy guys. And who watch us with their...
What can I get for you, friend? What? Did they put you up to this? Huh. If they can get the Warden Commander to do their dirty work, they can afford to pay me more. Nah, they take me for granted. No passage until I'm paid my dues. Huh, it's a start. It'll take me some time to move stuff out of the way. Come back soon and it'll be ready. Is there anything else I can do for you? Come back soon.
Sure.
I'll do it, you just watch. Once I get another ale.
Looking to wet your whistle, stranger.
And here I was, thinking how I never get hit on by the clientele. Perhaps you'll settle for a drink instead. Got some mead from the coast on special, and it's not even that bad. We chatted a bit. He was a friendly sort, for a Grey Warden. Spent most of his nights here drinking. Wasn't ever loud or too forward. Haven't seen him for maybe a week now. We chatted, like I said. He's married, as I recall. No, he took a lot of notes while he drank, always writing things down. Maybe there's something in his room. Said he was tracking some Darkspawn, one particular group that's been raiding outside the city. We chatted, like I said. He's married, as I recall. I expect he caught them. Probably why he hasn't been back, right? My pleasure. Send him my best when you see him.
Does this please you?
You think that's a good idea? That looks fine indeed.
Worst idea in the...
I don't like the sound of that. Waiting. I have completed the task.
Critters!
As you say.
I'm here. It is as you wished.
I have done it.
Does this... please you?
Who do you think would win in a fight? Andraste or the Archdemon?
The Archdemon.
But Andraste... I can't believe all this is happening. I thought the Blight was over.
You seem rather attached to that cat.
Aye, about time you showed up.
The mayor, you're still here.
I keep my promises. Here, turns out you were right. The cache is here in Amaranthine.
It is? You found it?
I did. What you do with that information is up to you. I, for one, am done dealing with mages.
I guess I should thank you.
Damned right you should. You get caught, Anders, I'm not helping you again. That's all I'm saying.
I suppose that requires some explanation. I am fluent in sarcasm. You can't fool me. Nemea is a friend. Last time I escaped from the tower, I asked her to look into some things. That's why I was in Amaranthine. The Templars thought I'd come to take a ship, but it was to meet her. During the Blight, the Templars moved their store of phylacteries to Amaranthine for safety. My phylactery is among them, Nemea learned. So long as the Templars have that sample of my blood, they can find me. I need to destroy it. What's to stop the Chantry from deciding mages and the Grey Wardens are apostates too? I want to be sure they can't ever find me again. Ever. I know we're busy killing Darkspawn and all, but the sooner we find this vial, the better I'll feel. What is that smell?
I see you got my letter, Commander. It's an honor to meet you. In the flesh. The less you know of me, the better. But by some, I am called the Dark Wolf. In the depths of the city, there is murmuring. Murmuring that nobles want you dead. I'd like to help. You see, I have hopes that the Wardens will prove more fit to rule this land than the late Arl Rendon Howe. His confederates are the conspirators. But to unearth their identities, I'll need resources. 50 sovereigns. Corrupt, miserly nobles have beggared many a proud commoner. Some commoners turn to distasteful occupations just to survive. Is it not fitting that they would want to strike back in the only way they're able? Too rich for you? I will wait. Every day you wait, the conspiracy closes a noose around your neck. Certainly.
The Wardens are nothing but a bunch of criminals. The Wardens are nothing but a bunch of criminals. The Wardens are nothing but a bunch of criminals.
Every day you wait, the conspiracy closes a noose around your neck. I thought better of you. No matter. I will not go quietly. Men?
Be careful.
Never a dull moment!
As you say.
I guess you can buy anyone with gold. Even Grey Wardens.
Lizard eyes.
I think I can help with that. Nathaniel here. Done. I'm sorry.
Greetings, Warden Commander. You're the sort who delights in helping the common man, yes? May I direct you to the Merchants Guild's board? Me? No, not me, personally. Folk here often need goods from far-flung parts. They post the requests here. There is good coin in this, particularly with trade halted by the trouble on the roads. If you ever feel inclined, please take a look at the jobs available.
Warden Commander! Thank the Maker you're finally here. I was afraid our messages never got through to you. Yes. Thank you for coming to the Guild. We need your help. Our caravans are being attacked. The wagons are burnt to ashes, and there have been no survivors. It's gotten worse lately. People from the neighbouring villages have found guards torn limb from limb and left in the village square. We don't know for sure. Communication has been difficult with the attacks, but people in the area said they saw monsters lurking in the shadows. Whatever it is, it's completely crippled trade between Amaranthine and Denerim. No one wants to travel the road through the Wending Wood. Can the Grey Wardens help at all? Others start making excuses when they hear how brutal the killings have been. The Grey Wardens are our last hope. Oh, Maker, bless you and watch over you. If you can stop the killings, the Merchants Guild will make a hefty donation to your organisation. You have my promise.
I'm all that's left of my family. My wife. My son.
You must keep calm, keep normal. Yes,
Tis done.
Must keep calm, keep normal. Yes, everything is fine.
There's something out there.
I want...
Knew someone who bought a piece of Andraste shinbone in the Amaranthine market.
I think that's where the phylacteries are. It's probably guarded.
The wardens are nothing but a bunch of criminals.
I'm gonna book passage on a ship to Orlais.
Where'd you get the money?
Templars. Sold everything we had. At least we'll be able to get away from the Darkspawn.
Templars. Bloody everywhere. Must stay sharp. Templars. Bloody everywhere. Must stay sharp.
You bloody bastard! You won't catch me!
You could have used your influence to help the people of this city.
Enemies ahead!
The rest of you pay up.
So shall it!
It will be done.
The guards will help you. Yes. The rest of you pay up. Please. Now!
As you say, it will be done. Very well.
I've got you!
As you say.
Surrender! I will be merciful!
You have forced my hand.
Into the fray!
Excellent work with the bartender. I thought it was clear we were trying to avoid that. How much did you pay him? No simple bartender would try to extort such a sum from a person of your stature. But deceit is a part of this business. This need not harm our relationship, Of late, thieves have had an unfortunate effect on our profits. This reduces the amount we can pass to you. We run them off, but they are like rats. Perhaps you could find a more permanent solution. If you wish. My associate will meet with you in the den. Thank you again, Warden Commander.
Of course. Yes. As you say. Very well. Ah, we have done well.
Make a watch over you, as they say.
I've no money, no home.
It's going to rain soon.
I don't know how
Bring your
I'll
coat.
survive.
No guards? Maybe they don't want to draw attention to the cache. Could we be that lucky?
I have completed the task.
And here I almost believed the infamous Anders wouldn't take the bait.
Ah, yes. I suppose I should have known it would be you.
You made a poor choice with this one, Commander. Anders will never submit, not to us and not to you. So far, yes. I'll make sure that this murderer is never a bother to anyone again.
What? No, you can't arrest me! King Alistair allowed my conscription.
The Chantry's authority supersedes the Crown in this matter. You cannot hide within the Grey Warden's ranks. Hardly surprising. The Grey Wardens have ever been a haven for criminals and Maleficar. I do not know how you inspire such loyalty, Anders, but it will avail you naught. Now you come with us.
To battle! I'm gonna destroy you!
I wonder if Nemea knew about this. I guess it doesn't really matter. Thank you. You stood by me, and I appreciate that. I guess they do. Anyhow, let's go before someone else rushes in to waggle a finger at us.
It is done. Yes? Does this please you?
Whoa, whoa!
Yes.
Go away!
Of course.
The Wardens are nothing but a bunch of criminals.
in my blood, you will suffer for what you have done to my apprentices! Time to die!
I am done.
Watch your step.
Say your prayers! It will be done. As you say. Die!
I see you got rid of our unwanted guests. Thank you. Allow me to offer this donation. Our business is delivering supplies to people who cannot obtain them otherwise. If you don't mind, there is one last thing we could use your help with. The city guard is investigating our little operation. The lieutenant in charge needs to disappear. He should be in the guardhouse. One of his men will have the key. Most certainly. The city guard will not be pleased, but it's unlikely they'll be able to do anything about it. Good luck. The lieutenant still lives, or so I've heard. I hope you find time to deal with him soon.
What are you looking at? What are you looking at?
Ready. It is as you wished.
Looking to wet your whistle, stranger? Right then, let me know if you change your mind.
What can I get for you, friend? Come back soon.
That's a strange place to store a pitchfork. Thanks, I guess. Thanks, I guess.
It'll do, sure. You think that's a good idea? That looks fine indeed.
This is nice. I don't like the sound of that.
I guess you can buy anyone with gold. Even Grey Warden.
I'm afraid not.
Time for some exercise, I see.
Now you die!
Oh, get over
Surrender! I will be merciful!
I knew we could not lose! As you say.
Afraid yet? Oh, get over
Very well. Let us end this quickly! More foes approach!
Into the fray!
Time to get dressed!
To battle! Good work.
The task is finished.
What are you doing here? You're not one of the city guard. Help!
Enemies ahead!
For a battle.
Another one gets done.
There we go.
Rescued by the legendary commander of the Grey himself. I'm honored. My name is Jason. I'm the finest archer in the whole Arling. If you'd have my bow, I'll rain terror among your enemies. You won't regret it. If you'll excuse me, sir.
Yes, Commander.
So good to see you again. It seems I owe you a reward, yes? Yes, of course.
What are you looking at? What are you looking at?
I heard the news. Thank you. We are grateful for your continued support.
All men are the work of our Maker's hands, from the lowest slaves to the highest kings.
You don't always wear robes, do you?
Not when I'm naked, I don't.
I mean when you run from the circle.